Hello, everyone. David Thurman from Mortgage Choice in Barrick. It is the first Tuesday of the month and time to discuss interest rates. The Reserve Bank has just increased interest rates again, so 6 months in a row now that we've had rate rises. But this time, a nice change, only 0.25% on the increase after the last 4 months seeing 0.5% increases. This is a nice change. And it's a good sign that the Reserve Bank is starting to slow down the increases that they've been talking about to try and curb inflation. They started hinting last month that they were going to start slowing down these rate rises, getting to the point where potentially they'll stop raising interest rates and just let us sit for 6 to 12 months and see if the increases actually impact inflation and start bringing that down to a range that they're happy with. So hopefully we're getting to a point where we're getting closer and closer to the end of them raising rates and we can sit idle for a period of time. That would be fantastic. Um, if any of you are paying attention to what's going on in the news around the world right now, the financial markets are insane. So plenty of problems in England, plenty of problems in Europe, with major lenders looking or major banks looking to collapse, and also some issues in the United States where the Federal Reserve is talking about changing from increasing interest rates to actually decreasing interest rates because of the fear of a recession and potentially a depression in the near future. So a number of things will play out over the coming weeks, and Australia, unfortunately, is very much impacted by what happens around the globe. So it's a bit of a wait and see as to how it will impact us. The good thing is it feels like we're in a relatively secure environment right now, where Australian lending has always been quite conservative and quite strict with their policies, and that's protected us from some of the issues that we're seeing overseas. Um, Interestingly, the United Nations, of all organizations, the United Nations issued a request to all major countries in trying to avoid increasing interest rates further. This is the first time I've ever seen the United Nations actually reach out and request that countries not increase interest rates because of the fear of a potential global recession. So again, plenty of things to play out over the coming months, but yeah, interesting times indeed. Um, we've spoken to, I want to, hopefully 80 to 90% of our database over the last 6 months. As these interest rates have started to increase, we've been speaking with clients about reviewing their interest rates to try and get interest rates down. While they have increased, hopefully we can get your rates discounted so that these increases don't impact you as much. If we haven't spoken to you yet, please do give us a call, schedule a phone or a Zoom meeting, and we'll run through your options and see if we can't save you a bit of money. Because I know that it certainly cost all of us with mortgages a fair bit of money with these rate rises. So hopefully we can give you a bit of relief there. I want to say thank you to those of you that joined us for our webinar last month. A couple of weeks ago, we held a webinar on upgrading your family home. So for those that are looking to sell the existing home and upgrade, we went through the processes and the timelines that you need to consider when you're looking to buy your next property. And because of the success of that, we're going to continue with this process of having a webinar every couple of months. And in November, we'll hold a webinar on how to invest and how to use the equity in your property to invest. For those of you that have had mortgages for the last 5 to 6 years, we've all benefited from increased values in our homes with the property market rising quite a bit between, say, 2005 and now. It's been massive increases over the last 15 years, and especially over the last 5 years. So while we have seen a slight correction over the last 6 months, it's likely that that will subside as these interest rate rises also subside. So definitely worth looking at how you can take advantage of that by using equity to potentially purchase an investment property and get a bit of tax savings as well along the way. We'll get an email sent out for that in the next couple of weeks. That's likely going to be hosted in the middle of November. And for those of you, again, that haven't had a chance to review in the last 6 months, please give us a call. Would love to have a chat. Thank you.